And you caught me sipping my tea. So good afternoon, everybody. One more sleep, one more sleep, one more sleep. The quicker we gotta sleep tonight, the quicker football will be back tomorrow. It's like Premier League return eve. It's like Christmas Eve. It's sick, man. I'm buzzing. I can't wait. Literally one more sleep and we're back again. And by tomorrow night, I probably wish it wasn't back again because we've got Man City, as you know. Today, later on at 5 o'clock, I'll do a little look ahead to the game. 9 o'clock, I'll be doing my preview, and I'm going to pick my 11, the 11 that I think can go and get a result. Not that Arteta will pick my 11 because he hasn't picked my 11 once since he's been manager. He hasn't actually picked our best 11 yet, in my opinion, since he's been manager. But he did do his press conference yesterday. He spoke about a load of things. That was actually a really good press conference, if I'm honest. But he spoke about Saka, Aubameyang. Said that he's very positive. He thinks that they'll sign. He's looking forward to it, which kind of sends the message to the board, like basically get your backsides in gear because I want to keep these two guys. He said that he values both of them. He values Aubameyang. That's a top priority to get Aubameyang signed up to a new deal, and it should be a priority. It should have already been done. Let's be real here. This deal should have been done months ago. He also spoke about Saka, like I said, and back in February, he spoke about Bukayo Saka, another one that should have already been signed up to a new deal. And I genuinely don't have a Scooby-Doo what this club have been doing for the last 3 months in lockdown. Arteta said that, with the way the world's gone, with the pandemic and stuff like that, time's not been on our side. Like, I didn't quite understand what he meant by that. I think that, time's not been on our side. What are you chatting about, bruv? If anything, time has been on our side because we've all been sat at home, bored out of our box for the last 3 months. So I genuinely don't understand what he meant by we haven't had time to sort these deals out. Was that covering up for the board? Was that basically saying, like, look, they haven't had time or trying to stick it on them by saying, look, I haven't had time because it ain't down to me to sign their contracts. They haven't had time because they've just been lazy. Is that what he was saying? I don't know. One thing I do know is that both of them are going down to the last year of their contract in the next couple of weeks. And if that happens, we are in big, big trouble because let's be real. If Saka was under a 5-year contract, it'd be worth 50, 60 million quid. Yeah, probably more. He's actually been nominated as well for the Golden Boy Award, along with Martinelli, along with William Saliba, and along with Trey Coyle, which is kind of ironic, that one, because he's never played a competitive game of football in his life. So how can you be put into the nominations for the top 100 shortlist for the best young players on the planet when you've never played a professional football match? I don't quite understand it. Good luck to him. Listen, if he can get down to the final 20 or whatever, that would be a massive achievement. But I do think that Saka will get down to the latter stages of that. Martinelli as well. I don't really know about Saliba. I haven't seen enough of him to make an opinion on him and how good or how bad he may be. One thing I do know is that the team he played in are pretty damn crap, and they're right down near the bottom of the table. I think they finished like just above the relegation zone. So it's kind of funny how he's one of the centre-backs, and then his centre-back partner is somebody we're apparently looking at as well. It's not really a very good centre-back pairing, is it? Because they finished 17th, I think, or 16th, something like that. But anyway, just to come back to Aubameyang and to Saka, tomorrow they're both going to start, in my opinion. I think they will start. And it's going to be very interesting to see how they respond. Aubameyang scored the other day in the game against Charlton. But Aubameyang since then has come out and he said that Arsenal haven't offered me a contract. Now, obviously, Arteta has come out and said they've been busy and blah, blah, blah. Listen, are you too busy to sign your striker up to a new deal? Especially when he's the top scorer again this season. He's only 2 behind Vardy in the Premier League. What are they waiting for? I'm not so sure that we're even going to offer him a new deal. Arteta said he's confident of getting the deals done. I do think Saka will stay. I do think he'll stay. But I don't think Aubameyang's going to stay. I think Aubameyang will leave. Maybe at the end of this season, maybe he'll run his contract down. I don't know. The one thing I will say here is that Saka, along with Tierney down that left-hand side, could be a mad partnership for the next 6, 7, 8 years. I think we need to give him a decent sum. Nothing stupid. Yeah, just give him, I don't know, 45, 50 grand a week. Yeah, but then attach a structure on it that says that if you get 10 goals, you'll get an extra 10 grand a week from the minute you score that 10th goal. If you get 10 assists, you'll get another 10 grand a week. Yeah, if you get 15, you'll get another 10 grand a week. Yeah, and do something on a sliding scale. I know that there's going to be other clubs dangling carrots in front of him saying, "Oh, look, we can give you 100 grand a week, Bukayo. Why don't you come and eat this carrot?" And I'm sure there's clubs doing that. I'm sure clubs are onto his agent and his parents and stuff like that. We know that Liverpool and Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund have all been interested. So it wouldn't surprise me one bit if Bukayo Saka did leave, because listen, we ain't going to win a league next season. We ain't going to win one the season after. He could go to a football club and win a title. Will he play every week at Liverpool? Probably not. Would he win a title at Liverpool? Probably. So, you know, you've got to weigh up your options. But listen, he is a young kid. I'm sure that Arsenal are trying to convince him by saying, look, why don't you stay and do another 3 years, 2 years? And then if you still want to leave after that, you've already put yourself in the marketplace a little bit more. Your stock will rise a lot more and the club will get a bit more money for you. Whether he decides to do that or not, I don't know. With Aubameyang, it's the opposite end of the spectrum because he's coming towards the end of his career. You know, yes, he's still fantastic. Yes, he's still banging goals in fun, but he's 31 on Thursday. And a lot of his game relies on pace, and he ain't as quick as he was at Dortmund. I don't care what anyone tells me. He is nowhere near as quick as he was at Dortmund. I've seen Johnny Evans catch him up this season from about 5 yards behind him. Johnny Evans. Like, come on, man, seriously. So people can say he's still quick. Yes, he is still quick. He ain't anywhere near the quickest in the Premier League. And he ain't anywhere near as quick as he was when we first signed him. But that's just my opinion. But I do think he will leave. I'm going to block this clown. I'm glad you've put yourself in my chat today, mate. And you haven't been rude today. But the way you DM'd me on Twitch, you can go suck your mum. Bye-bye. Mug. Some people, man, seriously. It's like, they got nothing better to do than chat shit, DMing me constantly. Like, that guy's DM'd me, that one I just blocked there. He must have DM'd me on about 2 or 3 different platforms. Seriously, mate, get a life. Anyway, let's get some of your comments. Do smash the likes up if you would. I won't be dropping a Premier League video. In about half an hour, I will be playing FIFA though. So make sure you come and get on that. We're about to win a league title. I am 7 points clear of Liverpool. Unbeaten FC, 21 wins, 1 draw, no losses so far, I think. Well, we haven't had a loss. The only game we've drawn are simulated. So there we go. Big up, Corey. My prediction for tomorrow, you'll find out at 9 o'clock tonight, my friends. 9 o'clock tonight. Afternoon, Kieran. Long time, bruv. I ain't seen you in my chat for ages. Where you been? Starting 11, Leno, Maitland-Niles, Mustafi, Socrates, Wifey, Torreira, Xhaka, Ceballos, Saka, Auba, Pepe. That's not bad, actually, to be fair. That's actually not bad. Apart from Xhaka, we'd have to bin him. But that's not bad. Big up my guy on Twitch. Leno, Maitland-Niles, Mustafi, Socrates, Tierney, Torreira, Xhaka, Ceballos, Auba, Pepe. I'm sure that's the same starting 11 as the one underneath it. I think it is. There you go. There you go. Rashford is a hero. Is it that night in Paris? Is that what you're on about, bro? That one night in Paris? Sounds like a porn film or something, doesn't it? One night in Paris. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm not saying Saliba is going to be class, but I've heard he's good. I wouldn't be too concerned. Saliba's club is near the bottom in France. Harry Maguire and Robertson got relegated with Hull. Well, that's a very good point, mate. The difference is they were relegated in the Premier League, not the Farmers League. But I get your point. Your point's valid, mate. Very well. Where's that comment on? Can't find it. There it is. Aubameyang is faster than Rashford. I disagree. I totally disagree with that. Aubameyang's quick. Rashford's quicker than him. Miles quicker than him. Do smash the likes up if you haven't. Big up, my guy. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. If we keep if we keep Saka and Auba, get a really good defender and Partey, this will be a really good window considering the circumstances. Saka and Auba, definitely. They'll be like new signings. That's what we'll be coming out with next. Oh, they're like a new signing. But yes, Partey as well would be nice. Go and get another centre-back to go with Saliba. Go and get another right-back. And maybe one more in midfield. Big up yourself, Jason. Hope you're well, mate. Can't wait to see the beloved Gunners again. As long as we start Willock at number 10, I'm happy. I would start you at number 10 over the superstar, bruv. But we all know he's going to start. So we'll be playing with 10 men at the Etihad tomorrow night. Score prediction, I'll give you that at 9 o'clock when I do my preview. Saliba is apparently the best youngster in France. Obviously, Mbappe retired then. Come on, man. I see something. It was to do with a Twitter poll, and he got voted the best young player in France. Yeah, and I was like, or the best young French player in France. And I was like, since when does Twitter dictate who's the best young player in France? Surely that's the players in France that would dictate that. You know, they all have a vote on it or something, not some Twitter poll. And when did Mbappe stop playing? Like, because Mbappe is by far and away the best French player in France. In fact, he's the best young French player in France. Afternoon, Anish. Do you see the difference between the old and the new regime at Arsenal? By the way we are currently handling player contracts, I feel they are the same. Well, so far it does look very much the same as last time, doesn't it? It does look exactly the same as last time. We seem to have this problem at Arsenal where we just, every season, it's, oh, well, let's just take the focus off of being crap all season and we're just going to a contract negotiation. Is he going to stay? Isn't he going to stay? Is he going to stay? Isn't he going to stay? And that takes everyone's minds off the fact that we're shit and we finish 5th or 6th or 7th or 8th or 9th or whatever else it may be this season. Maybe they do it on purpose. I don't know. Maybe they do. Afternoon, Mr. Mike. Saliba's not proven in the Premier League. We have to see how he performs. And this is the thing. The weight of expectation on that kid already is ridiculous. Yeah, like everyone's hailing him like, you know, he's like a top draw, Koulibaly, Van Dijk type player. Yeah. We need to wait and see. We need to wait and see what he does. And judging him on 1 or 2 games in England, that ain't going to cut it. We need to judge him on maybe 10, 15, 20 games. Because at the end of the day, you know, I remember when Mustafi and Koscielny, Kostafi, what embarrassing twat made that one up? Oh, let's call it Kostafi. Do you remember when they went 22 games without concede or without losing a game or something? Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of embarrassing how we big up shit centre-backs, mate. But I think we're so desperate to have a great centre-back that anyone will do for now. Like, yeah, he's going to be world-class. Yeah, he's going to be world-class. The fact and reality is none of these centre-backs we've got, including Saliba, are world-class. Saliba, you never know. Pablo Marie, you never know. The rest of them, we do know. So listen, you've got to give him a chance, man. But I know what's going to happen. Saliba will come in, he'll put one crunching tackle in on somebody like Jamie Vardy or Harry Kane, and this fan base will be knocking one out, giving him a statue outside the ground, going, he's the best centre-back in the league. Because that's what our fans do online, unfortunately. But there we go. When's the preview? 9 p.m, my friend. 9 p.m. I will be back at 5 p.m. We'll have a little look forward to the game. Just to talk about more about City and how we could possibly hurt them and stuff like that. And then I'll do my preview at 9 o'clock. And yeah, man, we'll be back tomorrow with the watch along settings. I'll be doing a watch along for Aston Villa as well. The first game, the starting 11 reaction videos that I normally do, that will be slightly different tomorrow because the starting 11 will come out whilst the Aston Villa game is on. So I'll be doing the watch along. The starting 11 will be out in the second half during that game. So that will be intertwined. And then as soon as we come off of that Aston Villa game, bang, straight onto the Arsenal game. I'll have 2 different streams set up. So it won't just be one continuous stream. I'll have 2 different streams set up for that. And then we go again. And yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to it. Combined 11, the whole Man City squad. Do you know, it's funny. I was saying to my missus last night, I think the only one who could potentially get into Man City's first 11 is the left back, Tierney. Is Aguero getting dropped for Aubameyang? Is Sterling getting dropped for Aubameyang? I don't know. Yeah, Zinchenko, he ain't that great. Yeah, he's decent. He ain't that great. That's somewhere where I think we can hurt him. And I think the only one who'd get in their team is Tierney. Yeah, and Aubameyang if Aguero's injured. Yeah, because Aguero's a better footballer than Aubameyang. Yeah, simple as that. Simple as that. Although I do love Aubameyang, but listen, I'm not deluded enough to think that Aguero's not a better player. Thank you, Babatunde Roland. This season before Liverpool signed Virgil, Southampton finished 17 with 36 points. I don't think that made Van Dijk a bad player. That's very true. That is very true. He was sick at Celtic, bruv. That guy, thank you for your donation as well, buddy. I appreciate that. He was quality at Celtic. He was head and shoulders above anybody at Celtic. So, yeah, good point, man. Good point. Roman Goli is the answer. Or what's the question? Maybe he is. Listen, a lot of people like him as a defender, man. Anthony says, parties swap with Laka. Torreira will then be surplus and we can raise funds for Eduard upgrades with little money spent from our budget. Excuse me. I'd actually put Partey and Torreira together. I think that'd be decent, man. Do smash the likes up if you haven't. I'm going to wrap this stream up in about 2 minutes. Do download HOTMIC if you haven't as well. I will be doing the watch-alongs on that tomorrow. Aston Villa versus Sheffield United. And then, straight afterwards, Man City against Arsenal. Let's have a look how many we've got. We're 3 away from 500 people. 500 people. We're 3 away on HOTMIC. Use my code and download the app and then follow me. I get paid a few quid out of it, so you're helping me get paid, which is great because then I can reinvest it back into the channel. And not only that, you can sync it up to my stream, your TV. You can sync it up to my stream. I need to ask them whether you can do that if you're watching on different TV channels, but I'm sure you can. But yeah, do download it. Link in the description. Use my code. Big up yourself, Ankit. Hope you're good, man. Thank you for that. Who would you rather keep, Cedric or Niles? Niles, definitely. I hope you're well, mate. Yeah, Niles, man. Let's do 2 more comments and I'm going. I haven't seen George Lewis yet. I wonder who his super fans are. Bro, as soon as he gets a game, yeah, it'll be the second coming of Ronaldinho, bruv. Yeah, that's how we're going to lord this kid up as well. If Arteta wants a player, mate, you best believe that player is the best player in that position in the world, mate. Yeah, because Arteta signed him. It was the same when Wenger was here. If Wenger signs a player, he's the best in the world in that position because Don Arsene Wenger signed him. It's now the same with Lord Arteta III. That's how it is, mate. Which is why I have so many arguments with Arsenal fans because they put players such high up on a pedestal for doing nothing. But there we go. One more. And I'm going to go. I'm going to leave it on that one from Keo. Says, would you keep Aubameyang for next season and let him go for free? Hell no. No, no, no. We have to sell him, mate. We have to sell him. Listen, I will be back in about half an hour on FIFA. I can win a title. Shame Arsenal can't. But I'll then be back at 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So all have a wonderful afternoon. And I'll leave you in peace. Laters, peeps.